Passion public service announcement. Passionate. Let me tell you something.
So what is this Passion PSA podcast? Who am I? Well, they call me Passion, short for passion, no last necessary. Why is there no last name necessary? Because the first name says it all. I am Passion and all that embodies. What do I do here? I give you the life coaching that you know you need, but don't enroll yourself in. When did I start? Actually, 2017. I'd leave a PSA on my Instagram regarding something I'd observed, and now we've evolved to this. Why do I do it? Why not? If even one person is able to take away one thing that changes their life, someone else's life, or changes the world for the better, then I've done what I was charged to do. So come on in, sit and listen for a while. There's something here for everyone at the Passion PSA podcast.
What's up, Passionates? We on take like number 4. Today's episode is probably going to be one of the shortest episodes I've ever done or will ever do, okay? That said, this is an announcement that, if I am being completely honest and totally transparent, it's kind of terrifying to make because it is a big declaration. As I embarked on this and as doubt started to run up behind me to try to catch me and make me feel like maybe I shouldn't do this, Source told me to take a very specific step and go from there. Let's backtrack a little. Season 4 was from January 17th to June 6th of 2023. Episode 2 aired January 25th. Now, I don't remember how I even stumbled upon this realization, but I realized that that was the 50th episode. Next, as I was going over the all episodes playlist, I noticed something that I would have completely overlooked. This is our 50th episode of Passion PSA Podcast. I just wanted to take a moment to celebrate that. Thank you all for rocking with me thus far. And make sure you stay planted because we're just getting started. There's plenty more podcasts and passion antics on the way. And I didn't make much ado about it because I was just starting the mentorship. I was trying to juggle the podcast, the mentorship, work, grieving, living. So I mentioned it in the episode and I kept it moving. Insider fact about me. I only have like 2 streaming subscriptions, right? One is YouTube because I use it for business purposes. I pay. And the other is Prime Video, which I only have because I have Amazon Prime and I just got that recently. Now, people have asked me in the past, like, oh, why don't you have like any other streaming services? I don't have the time to enjoy them. I hardly ever watch TV, which is wild because my truest love out of singing, spoken word, and acting is acting. And ultimately, that's what I want to do. But that's not the point of today's episode. Point is, between doing all of the things and trying to get a decent amount of sleep in order to be able to do all of the things, watching anything more often than not serves as a reminder that there are so many other things that require my attention that simply aren't getting it. So if it's not some type of like education or edification, I don't feel justified in idly watching shows just for leisure. A few weeks ago, when I learned that I had access to some of the shows on Prime, baby, I decided I was going to watch me a series that I had known about for years, but I had never watched it. Ended up watching all 6 seasons. Another reason why I don't have these services, because if I'm vested, if I'm into this show, I'm all in. Responsibilities be damned, right? Melty face emoji. Anyway, at the end of the series, they did a documentary episode talking about the journey of the show, right? From inception, from idea to inception, and then chronicling the experience of creating the final season. One of the show creators said that they had created 80 shows in 7 years. And I heard that and said they did 80 episodes in 7 years with a cast and crew of how many professionals? And in just under 3 years, right? Because this series launched September 15, 2021. I've created the same amount of episodes.
Just me, by myself, on the block, holding it down.
All by myself.
Passionate, as of today, we are now 14 episodes away from the 100th episode. And we are not going to allow that to be a little whisper in the closing episode of the season. This time, we're going to do a thing, a big thing. We're doing a live event. We're doing a formal event, and we are doing it November 22nd, 2024.
Passion, who is we?
We is me and you. It is August, okay? You have from now until the show is sold out to get your money together and buy your tickets. Should you wait until the last minute? No, you should not. I'm going to tell you a story a little later on in the episode. However, you should move with haste and urgency because once the show is sold out, that means the venue is at capacity and there won't be any way to sell additional tickets. If you want to buy tickets to support because you know that you won't be able to attend, sponsored tickets are always dope. Sometimes people are living hand to mouth. They're living check to check. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. They want to be in the space, but they can't see how they can move not even $1 to avail it in another space. Sponsoring someone so they can attend will probably mean as much to them as being able to do a live episode to a full house means to me. As an actor, right? I just told you I love acting. The expectation is that you're going to give the same show to empty chairs as you would to a full house. Now, is it doable? Yes. Is it simultaneously disheartening while requiring that much more to bring the same energy? 100%. Not necessarily your burden to bear, but something to consider as we have talked about the fact that we are here in this dimension in service to each other.
Okay, Passion, I got you. I'm gonna buy a ticket, but who you doing this with? How you gonna pull this off? It's the end of August. You trying to do this in November of this year? Because first of all, that's right before the holidays, and then you only have 3 months to make this happen. I feel like you should wait until next year, or you should have started planning this in January. You know how much work this is gonna be?
Okay. That documentary I was referring to, I watched that on August 8th. Do what you will with that information and the Lionsgate portal opening. From then until August 13th, I kept thinking about how many episodes it would be before I reached 100. And then on August 13th, I started researching venues. I didn't start planning in January because in January, I was thinking about how abruptly season 5 ended, getting through season 6, making sure season 6 didn't go the same way as 5, which it kind of did. I was thinking about my solar return, right? My birthday, because it was a milestone birthday for me. I was preparing for my birthday trip. I didn't know how many episodes it had been since I'd last counted or how many episodes it would be until I hit 100. But I knew last week. So last week, I decided to do something monumental because this is monumental. So if you're asking how I'm going to get this done, the name of the company is What One Woman Does Productions and Publications, LLC. In many episodes, you've seen me wearing shirts just like this, right? That say what one woman does, and then it lists a thing. This time around, what one woman does, what this woman does, is ask for help. Here are the truths. I don't know where the money is coming from to do this. I've never put anything like this together, especially on this scale. I literally have 14 weeks, including this one, to plan and execute, all while ensuring episodes continue to roll out weekly. What can you do specifically? You can buy a ticket. You can tell your friends to buy tickets and contribute to the fundraising campaign or contribute to the fundraising campaign that I literally decided to do while writing this episode. Now, look at this screenshot. I took this screenshot right after I wrote that sentence so that you can see the time and date and know that I'm actually doing this in real time. If you know any altruists who are looking for something or someone to sponsor, if you know any rich people who are looking for legal ways to minimize their tax burden at the end of the year, i.e. charitable donations, if you know companies that are looking for promotion and are interested in backing this event, send them my way. All of that is welcome. Where will you be able to find additional information? The landing page is being worked on as we speak. So all of the FAQs like event times, dress code, location, directions, parking, food, ticket prices, and what's included in the ticket price, all of that will be on the landing page because what this woman will not do is answer questions that I have already answered, but you refuse to scroll back 3 messages or rewind 30 seconds to look at or hear again. Amen, saints. Is this just a live taping? No, it is not. This is going to be like a homecoming event. If you went to a high school that had a homecoming dance or you went to an HBCU, then you know. Homecoming is an experience. There's something going on everywhere. This is that. So if you couldn't attend your prom, if you couldn't attend the homecoming event, if you didn't get a quince or a sweet 16, this is your night to come out and step like it is all about you, because in a way, it is, okay? Don't worry about outshining me. You won't. I love me some dramatics and theatrics, in case you didn't know, okay? If you have to, come out with your wedding gown so that you could get another wear out of it, okay? I'm on that type of time. All I want is to see you in the seats.
Okay, but Passion, how many tickets are you looking to sell?
All of them.
Wait, what? Passion, what does that even mean? Like, stop being so cryptic.
Just know that the venue is being secured, and I'm selling as many tickets as the house can capacitate because I want it filled to the rafters. 100 self-written, self-shot, self-lit, self-edited, self-released, self-promoted, and marketed episodes with zero assistance from artificial intelligence is nothing to sneeze at all. So cheers to 100 episodes and l'chaim to a million more.
What does l'chaim mean?
Google it. We don't have time for dictionary definition today. I have a gala to plan.
I'm just saying, like 50 people, 500 people.
If you're asking to get an idea of how long you have to buy your tickets, buy them ASAP. Not now, but right now. I told you I was going to tell you a story, right? 2013, I was in a play and the whole cast was selling tickets. Some people bought tickets right away. Some procrastinated. The ones who assumed the show wouldn't sell out, they needed to believe, once we told them that the show was sold out, they needed to believe that that was just a tactic to sell the remaining tickets. That wasn't a tactic. The show was sold out. You snooze, you lose.
I mean, okay, but you haven't even said how much a ticket is. If this is going to be all you say it is, plus it's formal, I'm sure the ticket is going to be expensive. And like you just said, everybody ain't got it up front.
And I'm working on payment options. In the meantime, you start getting your coins together, okay? Ticket sales go live September 10th.
I mean, Passion, don't get me wrong, I'm proud of you. But why does there have to be a whole to-do? Like, why you can't just do a live event where people can dress the way they want, pay like $50, participate, and then go someplace for an after party? Like the other podcasts do.
Because this ain't the other podcasts. And the other podcasts have teams. And this team of one wants to celebrate. Also, even though this question was asked and answered, I'm going to reiterate. I wasn't given a small vision, so I'm not planning a small event, okay? This is a passion point. Write this down. Often, we get really big visions, and we get fear that equals or rivals the magnitude of the vision because we start to think of the impossibility. We get other people offering their fear masquerading as help. Now, I started this out saying that doubt was running after me, literally, while I'm trying to walk down the block, trying to catch up and ask me questions like the questions that I've just answered. So if you're asking me if I think that this is possible, I know that it is. If the vision is conceivable, then so is the event, period, the end. I cannot be moved on that.
Well, what about the people that are out of town?
I would love to see you in the audience, but I can't host you in my home, and I can't comp your ticket because you flew in. So that's something that you have to consider. What are your limitations? Can you physically be in the room? If you can't, then you can't, and I get it. If you can, that's phenomenal, and I'm grateful. But my house is the campaign headquarters, so I can't be responsible for anyone else at this time. Fashioners, we about to make this a night to remember, okay? I don't know how. That's not my business. That's Source's business. I just know it can be done. It's being done, and it's happening in November, okay? Source gave me the vision. Source told me to trust the process, so that's what I'm doing. In the meantime, will you get your weekly episodes? Yes, you will. Will they be the same quality? Yes, they will. Who are the people that I need to onboard at this point? I'm looking at caterers. I'm looking for a photography/videography team and probably volunteers for service at the event. But I think that's about it. I will be keeping you posted with updates in our weekly episodes so that you're able to stay abreast of what's going on and so that I'm able to chronicle the process for you in real time. The clock starts now and the countdown is on. Passion, it's like I can't even speak on how I'm feeling right now because... And amen. Go forth, be great, be filled with bliss, be armed and empowered with knowledge. Get your ones up because the tickets are going to be pricey, but worth it. Get your wares up because I want to see y'all walking through the place, Okay? Like this is the Harlem Renaissance 2.0. Get your weight up because y'all ain't about to make me shed no thug tears, okay? And it's going to be an emotional event.
Passion, but no cap, this sounds like it's really about to be a movie.
And y'all gonna be my co-stars, okay? In all things be passionate. See you later.